I will praise you. In all of our misfortune, fall on you to rise above it. I will praise you. I will praise you. And I was born to praise you. I was born to praise you. And I was born to praise you. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. You are the creator, and all that matters. You are the creator, and all that matters. We seek Allah for protection. You have my whole heart.
It's a few minutes after 3:30. I love the different vibes that the different technicians bring to Radio Al Ansar. Like you have Ted that has his favorites and he sets a whole different tone. Then you have Sponiso that has the ones that he loves. And then today is Zakaria's day to get to play his favorites as well. And then you have Sunday Lounge where I play my favorites. But it's nice to sit back and actually see what the others enjoy as well. This is the time I've been waiting for. A little conversation that we had just at the beginning of this week. And I pick up the phone and speak to this gentleman who's been a part of the Al Ansar Foundation. I've been associated with Al Ansar for so many years. And for so many people that have grown up visiting the stores, especially during Ramadan. And it's a family sort of store. It gives you that sense of nostalgia. And we spoke and we said, why don't you guys just come into studio? But bring food. Let us taste. Let us feel Continental. And he literally brought Continental Butcher Baker Deli to the studio. If you're watching us, we're live on Radio Al Ansar on Facebook as well. And we're thrilled and honored to have Brother Hassan, the owner, the main director of Continental Butcher Baker and Deli, who is here in studio with us today to shed some light on the brand and how far it's grown, and also all these new things that they're now wholesaling and what's latest to their Butcher Baker and Deli. From what I can see, my mouth is drooling right now, but let's get straight into it. Brother Hassan, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you so much. It's wonderful being back on Radio Al Ansar.
It's a pleasure having you here and having you actually in the studio, and we get to actually talk. It's not just across the table at a busy souk. It's a completely different setting.
Absolutely.
It's such a pleasure. But so let's start a little bit at the beginning. We're going to rewind a little to where did it all begin? How did Continental Butcher and Bakery and Deli become such a well-known name in Durban?
Actually, we originally we were in Pietermaritzburg,
right?
And my dad used to own Williton Meats, and he had actually sold that, and it was me that wanted to get back into the meat business. So we needed to take it to a step or a level higher than what the butcher business was like. So that's when I had started studying the meat industry. And, we went overseas to Germany and actually learned how to process meats and that kind of thing. And, it took a bit of convincing because we were based in Madison and our infrastructure was there. But the vision I felt Maritzburg was too small for it at that point. And then we'd also trained with our family in Johannesburg, Khan's Meat. That's very much a part of it's like a sister company as well.
Okay. That's great. Now then came the big move to Argyle Road. Now, how did that happen?
Actually, we had outgrown our premises in Ridge Road.
Right.
And again, markets were changing. So while we're in the butchery industry, we had got into the restaurant business. And in the restaurant business, we enjoyed the restaurant business, but it came with its challenges like working late hours and that type of thing. So we had changed that into a bakery. And with markets changing, and people are looking for cooked foods, and people are looking for people are cooking less today. So the restaurant industry is also popular. We found there was a call for that. So we needed premises that could cater for that, and also for wholesaling our meat products that we do extensively.
Not that people, I think, are cooking less. I think that also people are enjoying that convenience that you provide. When you're going to walk into Continental, you coming out with a basket load of, you just have to go straight for those kebabs and those pizzas that are ready. Your P-days are always ready, the chickens.
Yes, I think people, convenience is a big thing, and more so because in today's challenging times, husband and wife are working as well. So there is less time to cook as well. Yeah. So it is about convenience.
Absolutely. So what would you say are some of the products that people, you cannot compare to anybody else, that you have to get this only Continental can provide? What would you say have been over the years some of those signature items?
I'm going to be biased and say everything.
Be biased as you want.
I say everything. I think you'd rather tell me what you think is better. No, there are certain items that are extremely popular. Our marinated meats, our core meats, I think, are definitely a cut above the rest. There's not, the technology in that puts ours so much, so much higher.
Mm-hmm.
In our bakery as well, I think innovation is a big part of our thing. People like the fact that we innovative all the time.
Yes,
our pies have been an absolute winner from inception. And speaking of that, we now wholesaling the pies to garages and supermarkets, and that to bake and sell in store. And we're also coming up with some different ranges of pies, home like your home style pies, sold in other supermarkets and home stores.
These are like your own Continental signature pies. Now we're talking about these flaky ones that you brought now into studio.
Yeah, that's totally new. That's made with completely butter pastry as well.
Just look, Zakaria. Like, look at this pie. It's completely. Is that just how it puffs up? What filling is in these ones?
That's our most popular flavor in our pies. That's the lamb Rogan Josh.
I love. You cannot beat a flaky pastry pie. That's amazing.
I think we pride ourselves in being different.
Definitely.
And other products that are really popular is our sausages.
Yes, which I could smell the moment you walked in.
And then, speaking of sausages, I brought in a sample of a new one.
Wow!
It's a ghost pepper sausage.
Aha!
So it's very, very spicy, very hot.
Okay.
That was our first attempt at it. So I'd like your opinion on it, because
I'm going to try that.
I think it needs to be a bit more hot,
spicy,
a bit more hot than it is. Yeah.
It doesn't look like, when you typically would assume a sausage is going to be like a killer one, it would be very red, or you'd see a lot of specks of green. I'm not seeing much of that. So is it in...
There's a lot of coloring in those kind of things. I think that's one of the good parts. So what makes our products more quality orientated is there's no fillers.
Right.
You won't find things like soya, flour, mealie meal, MDM. MDM is mechanically deboned meat. So once they've removed your chicken fillet, the fillet of the chicken, then those bones are crushed, and that's actually accepted as a protein, not substitute, but actually as a protein content for a product, which majority of the people use. So those type of things you'd never find in our products. And speaking of the color, like certain colorings, cheap chili powders that have fillers in it. So that's why you may always not find the color to be identical as well, is purely because we use natural ingredients.
Fantastic. Now, you mentioned the innovation, and before we actually dig in, taste some of these items that you have here, you spoke about innovation, and you're trying to also, I found with Continental, you've just grown over time. And one of the key things that really stood out was the whole Sunday buffet that started, and you have this wonderful spread that's there. And I love the vibe at the coffee shop. It's a really wonderful atmosphere. I even came once during load shedding. and that was an experience in itself, but it's something everybody just adjusts to, and you just take items that doesn't necessarily need to be prepared and that were already prepared, and you have the big clay oven which works. It makes the store just work.
Yeah, actually, we quite geared up for load shedding because of our pizza oven. We have gas fryers.
Yeah,
we cook mainly by gas, so it doesn't really affect us too much in terms of the load shedding. Speaking of the breakfast, even though we give a bit of a continental vibe to the coffee shop, where we have like Italian pastas, wood-fired pizza, lots of Arab type of stuff. But people asked us for something that's more homely, more authentic type of meals, and that's how the breakfast actually came up.
Okay.
So that's typically it's not Indian food that you buy in an Indian restaurant.
It's home food.
It's home cooked food, yeah.
I
think that's what makes it so popular.
And how's the general response to that been? Has it been good?
I think it's excellent value as well. I mean, for the amount you're getting, it includes all the sweet stuff, the tea, coffee, juices, unlimited. So it's really value for money as well. So alhamdulillah, the response is really good on that.
I love these OG Durban businesses. I think there's so much of barakah in it, and there's such a comfort feeling when you walk into these stores and you know the owners and you greet them and you walk in, and the lady that's always been at that till point for all those years, you know her so well, and she knows you. She'll ask you now. Your kids have grown so big, and I love that about Durban businesses as well. So talk us through these pizzas that you brought in that you said are new from the Continental Foods range. You brought in a number of the different flavors, and that you're wholesaling these as well.
Yes, we're wholesaling the pizzas. So you could find them in your local supermarket or specialty stores. We've got them in chicken tikka, margarita, and the pepperoni, and the Mexican, which is like a spicy mince. Okay. And this is a soft base pizza, very much the type that you've seen for years at the souk that we had in big trays and that. This is, I'd say, more American type of pizza than actually an Italian.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's what people loved at the souk, always.
Yes, absolutely popular, yes.
Even last December, I could never even get to you guys because that queue was always there during December. To even get to you was hard enough. All right, so tell us what you've brought here from a dessert side. I see there's a cake.
Okay, so our slabs are very popular. We've been doing the Madeira and Soji for a very long time.
Ooh, Madeira and Soji.
So what we've got here today is actually a lemon slab, a lemon cake. Okay. So it's a plain cake that has a bit of a lemon flavoring and a topping as well.
Will be perfect with a cup of tea.
Absolutely.
Yes, and then you had me when you said Milky Bar. Was it what?
Yes. It's basically dairy milk, which is your Milky Bar and your milk chocolate.
Oh,
squares.
Wow!
So that's quite very recently introduced.
This looks fresh. This looks really fresh.
It is. It's just been made.
What are some of your favorites? Are there ever a time where you just walk around and you just feel for something that you have to have? Do you ever find yourself doing that?
Actually, I have a sweet tooth. I think sugar is very addictive because most often when you're cooking your own food, you tend not to eat it so often. You're so tired of looking at it. And but I think sweet stuff I still do crave. Yeah,
I can imagine. And people always talk about Continental and the gulab jamuns and the barfi section.
The sweetmeats have been very popular.
Yes.
From day one. It's my mom that used to make them, and then my mom's sister took over. So that's homemade.
That's the love. That's the barakah.
Absolutely.
That's where it comes from. When it's the mom. There we go. I got it open now. Okay, I'm going to give one to Zach. Zakaria, would you like to choose one? I'll give you the honor of choosing one. Which one are you going for? Please take one, and we will see. Zakaria is smiling because he's waiting for me to pass something his way there. There we go. He's taking a Milky Bar one. You enjoy. We want to give away 2 vouchers for 2 of our listeners to enjoy a breakfast buffet with Continental, and we're giving 2 away. So we're going to give it to 2 separate people rather, so you can bring a partner along, or we're giving it to 1 couple maybe, or
2 couples.
2 couples. So we'll give 2 couples.
Yes.
Okay, so there we go. We're giving 2 couples. How lovely is that? If you would like to go for breakfast to Continental Butcher, Baker and Deli, so all we need to do is you need to just pop us a few WhatsApp messages. Get going, and we'll read out your messages before we wrap up. So we've got a few minutes before we wrap up. So get dialing 060-904-1056. Your favorite memories at Continental, the association, or what do you associate with Continental? What do you think when you think Continental? What do you always go for? What are you always shopping at Continental Butcher, Baker and Deli? Share that with us, and we will select two of you to actually win the breakfast, the wonderful breakfast. Give us an idea what is served at the breakfast.
Okay, we have, I did say it's traditional, so we have things like paya.
Paya.
Paya is probably the most,
Wow.
it's one of the most popular things
I was
on
not
the breakfast.
expecting that.
Yeah. We have people that come only for
For
that.
the paya. Oh my
And
word.
then
Okay.
we have mince with methi in it,
Lovely.
kebab curry, sausages. Then we have masala eggs, scrambled eggs. We have like a chickpea curry, baked beans, aloo fry, French toast, sisters, donuts, muffins, scones, tea, coffee, lemonade, ginger beer.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
So they can just pay and it's all you can eat. Anything you want is what.
absolutely. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
If you'd like to win yourself a couple's treat at Continental Butcher, Baker and Deli, you just need to send a WhatsApp message to 060-904-1056, and then we'll select 2 of our listeners, and we're giving away 2 of you to come with your partners to Continental Butcher, Baker and Deli, and you'll get to enjoy a lovely Sunday breakfast. That's fantastic. Now, you came in, you brought all these goodies in a very large box, which has some flavors on the side. What flavors are these now?
Those are the pies that we do frozen.
Okay. The ones that you're wholesaling now.
Yes.
Okay, so that is lamb Rogan Josh. We've got peppered rump steak, chicken a la king, chicken tikka masala, the sausage rolls, cheese burger pies, vegetable korma pies, cheese griller, steak and kidney, and Cornish. Fantastic. Now, how involved are you in the innovation of the recipes? Do you ever...
Very much so. I'm actually
You're the mastermind behind the
responsible
recipes.
for the innovation of the products. But I recently acquired a daughter-in-law who's a pharmacist by profession,
Right.
but she has a passion for baking. So she's quite involved on the baking side as well. So she's been tweaking and coming up with new stuff. And something else that we've come up with that we've sort of been jointly responsible for is we do a few products, like in Ramadan. I don't know if you noticed, we did these syrups. So we had Arabian rose, dulce de leche.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. I had to take a bite.
No problem.
It's very good.
We had Raffaello and Ferrero, all
Wow.
syrups that could be used in milkshakes and desserts.
Oh,
So
my
they're
word.
going to be available very soon in the Al Ansar store as well.
Okay,
So that's extremely popular.
definitely.
Was popular more so in Ramadan, yeah. And we also did something different called for Eid. We did chocolate salami.
Huh? What now? Wait. What is chocolate salami now?
So normally how you get salami, but this is
Chocolate in a log,
It's almost like a log, yes.
and you
It's
cut it up.
You slice it, and inside is a whole lot of pistachio nuts, other type of nuts, a little bit of biscuit, and it's made with Belgian chocolate. So it's
Put me
really
some
tasty.
chocolate salami on my grocery list. Oh, imagine that on a slice of toast.
Really
Oh,
good,
or a
yeah.
scone. Wow. Do you still have that at your store?
Yes, we do.
Wow. Chocolate salami. What an amazing.
I'd say in about 2 weeks we're launching a pistachio spread. So that's a
Ooh,
new product that we're on.
amazing. All right. With looking at the messages coming in, we've got a caller. Okay. So let's take the caller and then we're going to read a few of the messages and then we'll decide who we're going to give us to. We've just got a minute or so to go. So let's talk to Aisha first. Aisha, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Are we making you feel hungry now?
Definitely.
You so much didn't
I'm
even
sure you
send.
can hear my stomach rumbling.
You didn't even send a message. You said, no, I'm calling one time for this voucher.
Definitely, because I definitely want that voucher.
Where are you calling us from, Aisha?
Morningside Durban.
All right. Can you share with us what do you like about the Continental brand or any popular memory or your favorite from Continental?
Well, I've been shopping at Continental for as long as I can remember. The Gucci section with the meat and stuff is excellent and very competitive pricing. And, we prefer buying that for my family. So we've always shopping there for our meat stuff. And especially the Ramadan specials like the milkshake and the variety of eats and cakes and stuff that they have there. So I always enjoy shopping there. I've been shopping there forever.
All right, Jazakallah, Aisha. Next time you call, just remember to switch your radio off. Then we can hear you clearer. But I did get what you said as well. Jazakallah so much for your call. We will announce who we're giving the vouchers to. Shukran. All right, so let me go through some of these messages very quickly. And perhaps if you've got a pen on you, I'm going to read out the messages, right? And then you can see if any two are your favorites from here. And you can just take a note. I did this the last time, it kind of worked. So you can see if it works for you as well. And then you can decide. So I don't have to decide. You can have the responsibility of deciding. You've got Sister Zarina. This is what she says. Salam Salma. Mine experience with Continental was from Ridge Road. I enjoyed their cold meat and the solid cake was now they moved just down the road from me. Or she enjoyed the soji cakes. This one says, salams. There's no name here, but would like to spoil my family. What is the cost for breakfast on a Sunday morning? What?
It's 169.99.
Wow. It's just 169 Rand for breakfast. That's amazing. Assalamu alaikum. This is from Shireen. My memories of this amazing restaurant goes back to the 1990s when my family's braai was not completed until we had marinated meat from this restaurant. It was the first ever butchery and deli that was incredible quality and the sweetest stuff. The best pickles on a Monday that made a plain veg curry. You made the plain veg curry, the bomb. Okay, so this person clearly remembers Continental back in the day.
Sure, she certainly sounds like a winner.
This is Shireen. She's from Chatsworth. And then you have Bashira Raja. I'm going to go as fast as I can. First breakfast buffet I went to was at Continental with my husband when I got married 16 years ago. It would be nice to recreate those memories. That was Bashira. Then we have, my mouth is actually watering. Assalamu alaikum. I always enjoyed the family vibe and familiar faces at Continental. The cold meats were always a cut above the rest. And Brother Hassan is an excellent barrister. Please ask him to make you a coffee whenever he's available to make you a cup. I shall take him up on that.
Your grandfather was very fond of the coffee, and your dad comes in occasionally for
Really?
coffee. But your grandfather loved the coffee. He used to come and buy bags of the beans.
My grandfather?
Yes.
Wow, look at that. Wow, I need to go for some of that coffee now. Okay. Lutfia from Verulam says, would love to try the Continental breakfast in the company of my mom. Okay. Then you have Razia Khan who says, I always buy their pies, which are tasty and flaky at the souk, their pizzas and pies every day. Bye. Yum, yum, yum. Rehana says, salams me, please. I love the paya. Absolutely divine. Fazila says, love the milk tart for sure. Homely atmosphere. Enjoy the buffet breakfast with my kids during school holidays. Oh, that's lovely. I'm going to go through, one more message because we've got Eric who's waiting to go with his news. So let's read this out as quickly as we can. Salams, remember the days at Ridge Road. Very efficient service. Must go in now for the Lahori kebabs and puri for Eid morning. Pizza slices are value for money. Everything you want to buy, so beautifully planned and displayed. This is from Fatima Dawood. So she goes for her kebabs and puris on Eid morning. I love that. Then someone says, Safia says, looking at the Continental advert in the Weekly Gazette and listening in. My daughter said I should message because they really want to try all the yummy stuff at Continental. This is from Safia. I think that's about all. If I missed your message, please. Oh gosh, another one says she likes the Greek custard cake. Bilal says had breakfast there before. Tops, lovely cakes as well. And that's a wrap of your messages. Well, it's exactly 4:00. We'll break for the news and we'll announce the winner straight after the news, inshallah.
Sure.
Al Ansar International. An informative Islamic global perspective. This is Al Ansar News.
Making news this hour, the 17th of May, the news from Durban 90.4 FM, Pietermaritzburg 105.6 FM. ANC supporters gather in Greytown to meet President Ramaphosa. American Monina. ANC supporters in the Nkosi Mbambata region gather in Greytown, KwaZulu-Natal, to meet with President Ramaphosa as the party continues its campaign in the province today. Hundreds of ANC supporters from across the region eagerly wait for the president's arrival. Residents at Mavundla Square say they are hoping to meet the president. A resident in the area, Ruth Nkwanazi, says all she wants is water, a reference to service delivery. More on that story as it develops. More news. 3 suspected abalone poachers are appearing at the Durban Magistrate Court today. They were caught at the Brighton Beach in south of Durban. KwaZulu-Natal Police spokesperson Robert Nechuanda says the Organized Crime Unit and the Department of Fisheries obtained a search warrant which they carried out yesterday. Nechuanda says that the suspects are of Asian origin and were found in possession of 74 units of abalone. Nechuanda also says that the suspects were also found in possession of over 55,000 rands in cash. More news. The Special Investigating Unit SIU says 120 Home Affairs employees have been identified for corrupt activities in awarding documentation to foreign nationals. Investigators from the unit who are probing allegations of corruption in the department stormed 5 of the department's refugee centers in Marabastad, Pretoria today for a search and seizure operation. Reports says this is in connection with the inappropriate awarding of refugee status by Home Affairs officials. The Special Investigating Unit head, Andy Motibi, says their investigation will also stretch across the border. He's explaining.
May also extend to where Home Affairs has got presence in other countries, particularly at our embassies or mission offices, because the investigation that we have picked up or the information that we have is that there are indications that these corrupt activities are also happening in other countries where our missions are. So we would like to make sure that it doesn't only focus at a national. Of course, it seems very endemic from the information we had nationally, but it also extends to other offices outside of the country.
Still with that story, Minister of Home Affairs, Aroma Toledi, is also wading in on the activities at the Home Affairs refugee offices.
I'm sure you are aware that we have got 5 refugee reception centers in the country. They made me meet a whistleblower. I sat with him. After sitting with him, I went to the head of SIU. I said, this is now an emergency, something that we can't leave. I know that the president has signed a proclamation for the whole Home Affairs, but I think you must give this priority and preference. And I took the head of the SIU to meet the whistleblower. He also sat with him for some hours, and he agreed with me that this is something that we can't leave. That's when then they started their work. They developed documents. They wrote affidavit with the help of the whistleblower. They went to court. The judge gave them an order, a warrant, for search and seizure, and they choose today.
Staying with the minister, he says the Pretoria Marabastad office is notorious for corrupt activities.
Now, this process you see here today, this is the biggest refugee reception center in the country. We still have one in Musina. The same thing is happening. There are SIU people doing that. We have one in Cape Town. Yes. They are doing the same thing. We have one in Tebeja. Yes. They are doing the same thing. And we have got one in eThekwini. They are doing the same thing. All 5 of them, they are searching and scissoring documents in line with what the whistleblower told us.
International story: fighting between the Palestinian resistance forces and Israeli troops have raged in Gaza after Tel Aviv vowed to intensify its ground invasion in Rafah. Witnesses today report that fierce battles overnight in and around Jabalia refugee camp have raged on. Israeli helicopters carried out heavy strikes around Jabalia, while artillery units shelled homes near Kamala Adwan Hospital in the camp. According to Gaza's civil defense agency, the bodies of 6 people were retrieved and several others were wounded, and they were evacuated after an airstrike targeted a house in Jabalia. Report says the Israeli tanks have also surrounded the entrance to Beit Hanun town, where some families from Jabalia fled to take refuge. In your weather, it's at 26 degrees. A quick reminder of our top story: ANC supporters in the Nkosi Mbambata region in Greytown, KwaZulu-Natal, are waiting for President Ramaphosa as he visits the area today ahead of the elections. That's the news.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
اللهم رب هذه الدعوة التامة والصلاة القائمة آت محمدا الوسيلة والفضيلة وابعثه اللهم مقاما محمودا الذي وعدته وارزقنا شفاعته يوم القيامة إنك لا تخلف الميعاد.
This dua brought to you by Simplex Radio, South Africa's leading retailer of appliances, car sound and home theater systems.
These surahs after Azan are brought to you by Amina's Wonder Spice and Wonder Dates, 9 Peters Road, Springfield, Durban.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
Having a clean, comfortable home is every homeowner's pride. That's why Khan's Chemicals have developed and manufactured prime yet affordable quality household brands: Starlight, Miracle Mum, Exterminate, and Angie to care for your home and family. With a wide range of fabric softeners, dishwashing liquids, bleachers, and all-purpose cleaners, pine gels, bubble baths, and much more, Khan's Chemicals ensures your home remains our number one priority. For sales and other inquiries, call 011 933 4021. Khan's Chemicals, cleaning your home the way you want.
This dua is for the Salih Sawab of Marhum Shamsuddin Faki and all Marhumeen.
اللهم اغفر لحينا وميتنا وشاهدنا وغائبنا وصغيرنا وكبيرنا وذكرنا وأنثانا اللهم من أحييته منا فأحيه على الإسلام ومن توفيته منا فتوفه على الإيمان.
Looking to book your next holiday? Make your way to One Stop Travel and Tours. At One Stop Travel, we offer a wide range of holidays at the most competitive prices. Group tours, tailor-made holidays, cruises, transfers, accommodation, travel insurance, and car hire. Visit our website on www.onestoptours.co.za for our current Turkey specials, Mauritius school holiday deals, and Umrah packages. Choose from a multitude of pre-made packages. Visit one of our branches in Overport, Gateway, Musgrave Centre, Fordsburg, Westwood Mall, Pavilion Shopping Centre, Chatsworth, Phoenix, and Cape Town. Contact us today on 0860 109 500. One Stop Travel and Tours, your one-stop travel shop.
It's the final countdown to the event of the year. That's right, it can only be the Magma Agri Fair in Camperdown, taking place on Saturday the 25th and Sunday the 26th of May at plot D353 Umlas Road. Get Kurbani ready with us at the live animal auctions, not to be missed. A weekend jam-packed with entertainment and fun as always. More shopping, more food, more Magma. See you there.
Join Radio Al Ansar at the King Farm Agricultural Fair. 2 days of unforgettable fun for the family. Delicious treats, entertainment, loads of stalls, and fun for the kids. And you get to view premium livestock too. Entrance is free, so come down May 18th and 19th and meet the team. 10 Georgedale Road, Cato Ridge, King's Farm Agricultural Fair. See you there.
It's a few minutes after 4 o'clock. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wrapping up the social network now with just a few minutes to go to 4:30 in the afternoon. Jam takes over with Fahim and Kelly. We've managed to go through all those messages that have come through. Unfortunately, we won't consider voice notes, but we will open it in a bit. The two that Brother Hassan has selected came from Shireen from Chatsworth. Congratulations to you. And the other one was the one that said, Brother Hassan is an excellent barrister. So we checked your profile and your name is Ibrahim Badat. So Brother Hassan has chosen both of yours messages as the winners who can enjoy breakfast buffet at Continental Butcher Bakery and Deli. Where do they come straight there to the store?
They can collect a voucher from Al Ansar.
From Al Ansar, okay. So you can come through to Al Ansar and collect. When will they be able to come? From next week? Did you actually bring today vouchers? No, from next week. Okay, so from next week, from Monday, inshallah, then I'm sure there will be some vouchers at Al Ansar, and you can come and pick up from here, and then you can bring that through to the store. Final words from you, because we didn't get to wrap up properly with you before the end. So any final message from you to the listeners?
Yes, just one more thing that we're offering at the moment is that we're doing Kurbani livestock as well. So Continental livestock, which is done on the Al Ansar premises. It's actually my son that he's done agriculture and that's his passion. And yeah, so he did it last year from here, and this year as well they'll be operating from the Al Ansar premises. So Muhammad is the brother to Siju, Muhammad Khan, known as Mo Khan. He'll be operating from here, so look out for him as well.
Oh, perfect. We wish you all the best, inshallah, for the Hajj season. Whew, ghost pepper sausage, don't add any more chili. But it's lovely. It's delicious. And I can almost imagine having that in a roll with some, that's yummy. That's very good. and there's just the right amount of kick that I can feel.
Is it?
So it's wonderful. Thank you so much for bringing all these lovely things for everyone to try out.
Most welcome.
And we look forward to seeing you, inshallah, soon.
Inshallah, look forward to
Jazakallah
being back
khair.
on.
Assalamu alaikum. That's Brother Hassan from Continental Butcher, Baker and Deli. On the other side of this, we're crossing all the way to Medina Munawwara, or as we connect with the brother Yasin Khan, who is with the Khidmatul Awam group, and Sahuk as they're heading out to Jeddah. We speak to them next.
Looking to book your next holiday? Make your way to One Stop Travel and Tours. At One Stop Travel, we offer a wide range of holidays at the most competitive prices. Group tours, tailor-made holidays, cruises, transfers, accommodation, travel insurance, and car hire. Visit our website on www.onestoptours.co.za for our current Turkey specials, Mauritius school holiday deals, and Umrah packages. Choose